still
we
kind of go
through.
back and forth with, should I get locked up? Should I stay single?
Well, I
Yeah,
think what it is too is like when you have a girl, things are a lot simpler too, right? Like you're not partying as much, you're not going out as much.
Yeah.
They keep you grounded and shit. And I think you just miss that a bit too, right? Like it's always like
Grass is greener.
you obviously, if you were in a relationship, you love the girl, but sometimes you just miss the comfort of being in a relationship, right?
And then when you have that, then you probably miss the
Then
ability
you
to go
miss being able
dog.
to be
Then you
free.
don't. Yeah.
and
Then you
doing
don't
whatever
want to be in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
you
weird
kind of
thing.
want what you
There's no
can't have.
happy medium to it.
I think at your age, man, I think it's like what's gonna make you feel like you can be the best version of yourself. And if it's like, because here's the deal though, like, because I was like this when I was younger, like a bunch of girls, and like it's the idea of that sounds cool, but then like all your energy is spread between all these people and trying to like either keep people happy or like keep up some bullshit lie
I
or
don't
some
really
shit.
take the 20. I don't really take the young age thing. Like when everyone's like, "Yo, you're 21, like you shouldn't be in a relationship." I don't really look at that.
Well,
I
I'm
don't see
not.
why you shouldn't.
I think a lot of the people we get advice to are like not really in the position to give us advice too. Like
Yeah.
we'll meet like business guys on the road that like live in Kentucky
Yeah.
and they're like 40 or some shit and they're like, "Oh, like you're young." Like they look at us and they're like, they probably wish that they could do what we're doing, right? So
Yeah.
you can't really listen to like everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
Sometimes I wish I would have a simpler. I think that's why too. Like I would want to have a simpler life like that. Like
Yeah.
to have a girlfriend every day, but it's very hard, man. Like I can't stop looking at bad bitches.
I mean, bro, I'm not. I can't like.
Yeah, you're
Dude,
not
I'm
wrong.
not.
If we're gonna be keeping a buck,
I'm not blaming you.
but it's yeah,
It's
that's the
crazy.
hard part. Because I mean, bro, you've seen it too. Like we always go out Miami.
Fuck.
Like, throughout the years, man. You know what I mean? Like it's just you can't stop. You know, you can't stop, especially if they're looking at you. You know what I mean? When
Yeah,
it's
but it's-
easy like that.
Like I said, I think it just all comes down to like what's gonna make you best in your life right now, right? Because like your focus should be that, right? Like, but if like let's say you're just trying to get a new girl every weekend, now your focus is like on basically
That's
getting
not what I
pussy.
even try to do. It's just I don't know.
I like to just stand there and just like attract.
Chasing pussy low key is a waste of time. I realize
It
that.
really is.
1,000%.
Tate said it. Tate said it on the pod. He said, "I'm exhorting energy that like I'm about to fuck a girl and she's won more than me." Right? Didn't he say something like that on the last pod?
I believe
He
so.
said when he fucks a girl, it's like she's getting way more out of me than I am of her. I just fucked this girl. What am I gonna just go tell my boys?
I
You
think
know
it's
what
it's
I understood
tough.
that.
It depends where you are too. Like a lot of these girls you meet now too are just like you can't get anything out of them. Like it's tough to get that like
Bro, like-
emotional connection.
You talking about like just conversation, just connectedness?
Yeah, like it's just like I feel like that's really I'm 28 now, so like I feel like that's really more of a thing now is like they might be hot, but if they're like dumb and like
Okay,
they have
so-
a boring personality,
Yeah.
you're not attracted to them.
But this is what's happened. It's like social media has like made girls think that like they just have to rely on their looks. That's a crazy thing that's happened. Like I think it's made it worse.
I don't know if it's that. I think it's more of like I think girls too. When I get in a situation of meeting a girl, I think it's such of like someone's got to let their ego down some way to get that genuine, connection out of them. I think a lot of girls are good. It's just
For
they
sure.
can't be real with us. I think because
Especially
just
because
the lifestyle.
they go into it with a certain assumption.
exactly. So like when they come into a certain assumption of like, okay, this guy is top tier or whatever, quote unquote, right? You can't find that realness at all. And you can't let your guard down because if you let your guard down, then you know what I mean? It's like who's gonna like let the hand down first? I think that's where the barrier is.
That's a good point.
I've noticed a lot of girls like that.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of boring ass chicks, man. There's a lot of boring. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
That's right.
bro,
It's fair.
Because a lot of girls nowadays, and not all girls, but a lot of girls really got nothing to say.
So I'm saying they
Like,
rely on their looks.
But there's just nothing interesting that they're saying. Like I don't really want. There's nothing to talk about. You know
bro,
what
I mean,
this is just real. At least for me, when I like obviously like probably where I'm meeting them at like the bar scene and shit, right?
yeah.
That's probably not the best place to. But either way, I mean, if you meet if you meet a chick in a library, what are the chances of her even like knowing that you're
Maybe
gonna be
she
that
reads
guy?
books and maybe she has some shit to
But
say.
that's not it. I think there's just a guard down. Someone's got to
No,
let their guard
look,
down.
you're not wrong about that fact. I mean, to make any relationship, that's the thing I was talking about earlier, myself not being able to like open up in situations in general. You're not
can't
able
do
to
it no
build a good relationship. Can't do what?
like open up like that. Because I don't see.
Well, I think with us too, it's because they think like they see the social media shit and they're like, these guys drink, they party, they do
Yeah,
this.
they're fuckboys.
think,
So they're trying to live to our hype.
They think that too. So I
Yeah.
think that
Yeah.
they go in with a certain assumption.
They're
too,
trying
right?
to live up to our hype. They're coming into this situation like, okay, we need to drink as much as possible because these guys do this, or we need to be funny, whatever the case may be. Like whatever we do, they're trying to impress us, right? And then when you see that, it's like, come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's like one of those. Like,
Yeah, but it's the thing about this conversation right now. We also have to understand that not everyone listening is going to be able to relate to this
that's
specifically.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
But
So-
this is our situation that
For sure.
I think would be.
So
best.
I just think in general, it's just if we related back to like everyone, the idea that you said about being able to open yourself up, I think no matter what, whether you're in a place of status or not, it's harder for people to do that because of, I think the internet in general has made people just afraid of opening themselves up fully because all this seemingly opportunity everywhere that people are like, I'm going to get played. Everyone's afraid of getting hurt.
Yeah, because the average girl, she has like top tier athletes.
Yeah, just if she's attractive. Straight
Everyone
up.
inside their DM. So
Straight up, yeah.
Well, especially here.
Bro, I just think anywhere,
Miami.
if there's a girl who has like she could have 10,000 followers, but if she's like
They'll eventually make it out of their city.
straight
If
up,
you're
dude.
hot, like I know, like even like girls from Toronto, whatever. Like if you're hot, eventually you'll make it out.